Seanad Cathaoirleach. Last night, the Dáil unanimously agreed to ratify the Convention on the Rights of People with Disabilities, and that was regarded as a time to celebrate. Well, my celebration was to go home with my daughter Ruth, who was here for the debate, and along with my wife Liz, to have a cup of tea. The celebration part of it was that I was allowed to have a biscuit, and we chatted about who said what during the debate. I was present in the Dáil to listen to and respect the interest that was shown by all parties and participants. Many disabled people were in the gallery. There were mentions of people who should have been there for that day. And apart from the sadness, the other thought is that there is no time to lose in this work. This is the morning after. This is our International Women's Day. My celebration was appropriate in this way. We have only got agreement to get on with the major challenge. Ireland is now acting to finally make its disabled people free and equal through the decisions of the Oireachtas. The commitment of An Taoiseach on his election to deliver ratification by the end of 2017 was a critical moment of leadership. As politicians, we love to speak. Last night's agreement to ratify moves us out of the realm of speaking and talking to the difficult and dangerous space of action. Action must be right action, it must be purposeful, and it's skillfully executed. The Allies in August 1942 attacked Dieppe. It was a disaster, but they learned from it. They learned that land, sea and air force must work together. Government must act as a unit. Leadership and relentless drive by An Taoiseach. Taoiseach and all ministers must act as one to form what I might describe as a disability inclusion strategic implementation unit. You know what? When the boss smells gas, we all smell gas. It becomes the job of everybody. Leader, there's already been a commitment in this House to a debate on the implementation. I'm very thankful for that. The role of the Seanad, let me say this. This House, we have control over our work and how we go about it. We're a small House. There's 60 of us in total. Let's work together, not sheepishly, but critically and with respect. Let me suggest a few steps that we here can take. That debate on the implementation of the Convention is step one. Every person here is either a spokesperson on some area, and certainly all of us are involved across the range of Oireachtas committees and groups. Think disability inclusion at every meeting. Bring in people with disabilities and listen directly to what their experience is of life today in Ireland. And Leader, let's consider getting people with disabilities themselves into this chamber so that we can listen to begin with and give good example. Finally, I want to say I'm about to write to the leaders of every party and group to seek a meeting with them to discuss their own implementation plan and to ensure that implementation becomes and stays a whole-of-government project. To conclude, Cathaoirleach, 10 years from now, International Women's Day 2028, how great it would be that our disabled citizens could say of Ireland that it is their Ireland. An Ireland that's a great place, a hopeful place, a warm place for them to live in and to thrive in. You began last Cathaoirleach with International Women's Day. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Women are the great backstop so often when it comes to disability and chronic illness in this country. And that delivery of that convention would be a great practical emancipation and support to a lot of women. I want to thank you all for your support and encouragement to me and the work I've engaged in here since I joined Seanad and Gormahagut last Cathaoirleach. Thank you, sir.
Senator John Dolan, I do agree with him that yesterday was a great day for people with disabilities, but it really is only the start. And I suppose, look at, I'm here today standing in for the leader as somebody with a disability. I think it's the first time that somebody with a disability has actually taken the order of business in the House. And I'd like to thank the leader for that opportunity, because I'm here 7 years. It's the first time I've done it, and I think it's fitting that it would happen the day after that we ratify in Dáil Éireann the Convention on the Rights of People with Disabilities. Hopefully the first of many. I'd also like to agree with Senator Dolan in terms of a debate on the implementation of the Convention, and he's quite right. A commitment was given in this House by the leader that such a debate would happen, and I further agree with what he said in terms of bringing people with lived experience of disability, because disability is a broad church. Everybody who experiences it has different stories and different testimonials, and certainly in the spirit of the committee that you chaired for 5 years, or you're currently chair, Cathaoirleach, in terms of the Public Consultation Committee, maybe within that type of structure, that we could have that type of, if you like, civil engagement with people with disabilities. And I'd like to pay tribute to the ongoing work that Senator Dolan does, both through his role as Chief Executive of the Disability Federation of Ireland and in the last couple of years as a member of Seanad. And you know, he's always discussing the issue, advocating the issues. He in many ways has very sensible and logical solutions, and he's quite right when he does contend that it should be an all-of-government response, and that with all of us here with our various areas of spokespersonships, that we should be factoring in our responsibilities and advocating and calling for I suppose, the ethos that is the Convention on the Rights of People with Disabilities to be embodied and embedded in every element of work we do cross-departmental. And hopefully yesterday will be a day that will go down in history for the very right reasons. It will go down for the right reasons, but I hope that it will be for absolutely the right reasons. And I do look forward, Senator Dolan, as you do, to 2028, when hopefully we will be a country that not just talks about equality, but can actually turn around and say, yes, we are a country of equals for all our citizens.